Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nida Fafianka. Okay, so today we will learn about configure the dhcp server. The goal we learn about this is for knowing how to configure the dhcp server and make work more easier. The dhcp server is the one who gave IP address. The router will distribute IP address the router has for the device asking for it that the dhcp client sent. This is the topology that I use. Laptop connected with LAN cable use Ether 0 and router connected with LAN cable use Ether 2. The router has IP address 28.28.28.1/24 and laptop will automatically get that word 28.28.28.0 same as router. Okay. So first we should open inbox. Login using Simak address user admin without password and then click on it. Okay, so first we do checking two interface that we use using command interface print and then click enter. Okay, so in here I'm gonna use Ether2 who connected with laptop for the dhcp server configuration. Okay. So first, we should make IP address for the dhcp server using IP address and then 8 address 28.28.28.1/24 and then interface Ether2. Okay, and then click enter. Okay, so after that we do checking use command IP address print and then click enter. Okay, so we could see that MikroTik just got IP address 28.28.28.1/24 and then interface using interface Ether2. Okay, after that we do configuration dhcp server setup using command IP and then dhcp server setup and then click enter. Okay, so first, we should select interface to run the dhcp server on. Okay, so here I'm going to using Ether2 for the dhcp server. Type Ether2 and then click enter. Okay, so here select network for the dhcp addresses. Okay, so in here I'm going to use 28.28.28.0/24. Okay, and then click enter. This is select gateway for given network. So in here I'm gonna use 28.28.28.1. Okay, and then click enter. Okay, so this is the select full of IP addresses given out by the dhcp server. This is the range IP address of that the dhcp server gave for client. Okay, they are 28.28.28.2 until 28.28.28.254. Okay, and then click enter. Okay, select then is server. In here I'm gonna use IP open source. There are 8.8.8.8. Okay, and then click enter. Okay, this is select list time. I'm gonna use 10 minutes for list time and then just click enter. After we do configuration the dhcp setup, we do checking to the dhcp server using command IP the dhcp server and then print and then click enter. Okay, so in here we could see that we just successfully configuration the dhcp server. Okay, and then click open network and internet setting. And then change editor options. Okay, and then click Ethernet. Okay, so first we should make sure the Ethernet setting is obtained. And then click Internet Protocol version 4 properties. Okay, using obtain. Then click OK. Close. Then close. Okay, we should wait for a while. Okay, and then click details. Okay, so here we just got IP address 28.28.28.254 with the subnet max is /24, and then default gateway is 28.28.28.1, and DNS server that we got is 8.8.8.8, and then close and close. Okay, so if we want to do checking or microtik what client that connected with DHCP server, we could use command ap dhcp server and then list print. Okay, and then click enter. Okay, so in here we could see the MAC address. I'm gonna checking again, and then click enter. Okay, so in here we could see that client who connected with IP DHCP server is Nida Fabianka with the IP address is 28.28.28.254 with the flags is dynamic, or that means automatically. So that our configuration the DHCP server automatically. Okay, so after that we're doing configuration the DHCP server static. In here I'm using the topology look like this. Laptop Win 10 connected with LAN cable using Ether0, and then router as the HCP server using connected with LAN cable using Ether2. Okay, and IP address that router has is 28.28.28.1/24, and then in here I'm gonna make laptop Win 10 will connected with IP address 28.28.28.28 and then /24. Okay, so we go back to Microtik or Winbox. Click new terminal. So in here we should do checking first using AP DHCP server list print. Okay, and then here we are gonna make the flags in here not dynamic again using command AP DHCP server and then list, and then make static numbers 0. Okay, and I click enter, and then do checking using AP DHCP server and then print. Please print, and then click enter. Okay, so in here we could see that flags isn't dynamic again. Okay, and then I'm gonna setting IP address that I want using command ap dhcp server, and then place or set number 0, and then address that I want is 28.28.28.28, and then click enter. Okay, and then do checking using AP DHCP server, and then list print, and then click enter. Okay, so in here the IP address just changed into 28.28.28.28. Okay, and then we check on Ethernet client, but first we should disable and then enable again, and wait for a while. Okay, and then click details. Okay, we could see that IP address just changed into 28.28.28.28 using subnet max /24, and then DNS still same, gateway just still same as the router. Okay, then close, and then close too. Okay, Okay, so thank you for your attention.